We are excited to introduce our summer lineup of beers and celebrate our 125th anniversary. You will notice a new neck label, a new front label, and also back label. The back label tells the story of the Matt family and their beers, connecting them with our consumers. Our summer line starts with Blueberry Blonde Ale. Shown here is last year's package, replaced with a fresh new look. Using real blueberry juice, it has a subtle aroma and taste. Saranac Shandy also gets a facelift. Using real lemonade, this refreshing summer offering mixes the perfect blend of lager and lemonade. Available in draft, bottles, and new this year, a 12-ounce can. Let's not forget 12 Beers a Summer, a great variety pack. Besides the new look, we've added 2 new styles, Wild Hop Pills and Session Ale. Kolsch and Rye IPA are backed by popular demand, and joining them is our most popular year-round styles, White IPA and Pale Ale. So you're right, here's a sneak peek of what our new packaging is going to look like. It's easy for us to brag, so let's hear from someone whose opinion you might hold to a higher esteem.
I was surprised when Michelle told me that a package had come to the White House this week and it said fragile. I didn't remember ordering anything for her birthday or anniversary or anything that I shouldn't have. Then she said it was from a brewery, the Matt Brewery. And I started to think, what did I order from one of the oldest and most prestigious breweries in the U.S.? Then I remembered a very long night a few months back when I happened to be at a very boring Washington event, as they can be. I know you'll find that hard to believe. Now, one of the guests at that event was Fred Matt. Now, if you've ever spent any time with Fred, this story is not going to be a surprise. We got to talking and drinking and drinking and drinking. And Fred told me about his father and grandfather and life growing up in a brewing family. Now, at some point during the drinking, we snuck off to the West Wing. I put on a cap and a random outfit, and Fred said, "Hey, let's go." Not sure if I can share the stories with you, but there was a goat, some tattoos, and someone's bachelor party. Okay. I'm getting off the topic. I'm not much of a fruit beer guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So I was skeptical when I opened the Blueberry Blonde Ale. So Joe and I cracked open a few bottles of the blueberry. And we're watching the Masters, nothing better than golf and beer. Perfect combination. A hint of blueberry in the nose and in the mouth. It really has changed how I feel about fruit beer. I remember hearing about this beer last year in a few bars around town. Not that I go to bars. All right, I do. And people were like, wow, this is good stuff. I concur. This is good stuff. After that, Joe and I tried the Saranac Shandy. Not sure if you know this, but Biden played golf with Arnold Palmer. And they had a few of those Arnold Palmers on the course. And he suggested to Arnie to add some beer. Let's kick it up a notch. Joe suggested we invite Governor Christie, Cuomo, and Corbett to join us for the Shandy. They were in the garden playing cricket. Don't ask. And Governor Christie was looking for some snacks, but settled for Shandy. New Jersey sure does love their Shandy. Cuomo said as long as it's not bigger than a 16-ounce serving, it would pass the Bloomberg test. Beer is their middle name in Philly. It's crisp, clean, and absolutely refreshing. Seems there was some argument when the governor of Massachusetts stopped by, without an invite, mind you, with a six-pack of Curious Traveler. We obviously didn't let him in, not because he's black, but he's out after next year. No need for unnecessary pleasantries. The governors and I, with the help of Joe, finished off the samples and started on the final gift from Fred, the 12 Beers pack. I was happy to see a few oldies and a few goodies. The Wild Hops Pills. Well, it's just wild. Wild hops from the Yakima Valley. I just like saying Yakima. And the Session IPA. Need I say more about that? The Kolsch takes me back to my time in Germany. And the Rye IPA Cuomo thought would be great with the corned beef on pumpernickel. Now, the most refreshing was to see my 2 go-to beers, Pale Ale and White IPA. Michelle knows, if I don't have my White IPA in the fridge, some heads are going to roll. And I got to say, White IPA is a diamond in the rough. You get it? Rough. That's a golf joke. Well, I've said enough already. I'm sure I've bored you to death, and you can't wait for someone to cut me off.
And on that note, I think we will. Enjoy our summer beers. We do.